Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 17 of my 4-player free-for-all Age of Wonders 4 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing as Straelak Soulreaper, and I'm leading the human Hollowkin. For more information on my leader and race characteristics and specifications, please check the video description. In our last episode, we won a fairly scary battle against Tarin, and you can see here we've successfully landed on the landmass that contains Tarin's throne city of Keystone right here, and we have our forces which took a pretty serious beating. As you can see, they're in rough shape. We managed to win the battle, so Tarin brought units out and engaged us in combat. Thankfully, we survived and we were able to kill all of Tarin's forces and keep the most important of our units alive. The only problem, as you can see here, is just how damaged we are and how much punishment we've absorbed. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with our units in the meantime. But thankfully, this was a very successful battle. We got very, very lucky in that we were able to defeat Tarin's forces, and now we are sitting on the doorstep of the throne city. Of course, I think we're going to need reinforcements, but in any case, at least we know where the throne is, and we've got a bit of an open opportunity here to get closer and maybe start the siege. On the other front, we have our units massed, ready to enter the water and head over towards where we know Tarin Tinkermane's, or excuse me, Iska Warclaw's throne is. So it's somewhere over here. We saw a while back when Iska went back from the void, it was located in this area, so we're going to have to send our forces over there. I suspect we may also need additional armies to help us out, but at least we know where we're approximately to go. So both fronts are looking pretty good, but we've got a long way to go and still a lot of work to do. Now, before I jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Death. Death pointed out that I had sort of missed that there's that red marker that shows up when you have an enemy army that's maybe off screen or you can't quite see it. Let's see if I can show an example. So here you can see we can see that Tarin Tinkermane, here she is, and her Bastion unit that she's got in the stack. They are currently attacking my outpost, right? But you can see that little red kind of the arrows coming out from the stack. And I could actually see that if I go back before in the previous episode, if I watch it back, I can see that when I initially land here, there was a stack that belonged to Tarin, I think right about here, and there was an unknown but red signal right there, so I should have known that there was quite a few units potentially waiting to attack me, and I kind of missed that signal. So something to keep an eye on and watch out for in the future, that if you see that little red arrow symbol, that means there's an enemy stack there. Of course, you have no way of knowing what is in it or how strong it is, but at least you know something's there, so that can give you a bit of a heads up. So I appreciate Death pointing that one out. Death mentioned that there are some signals below Sorcerer's Solace here. If I take a look, when I zoom out, I can see a couple of yellow ones, which I'm not 100% sure. I think those are like resource structures or something like that that are occupied, but I'm not totally certain of that. Let me see if I can find other examples. Here, there's one over there. So I believe that just means, yeah, you've got like a fishing ground that's occupied or something like that. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled and just make sure. And when we're moving down towards Iska on this side, if we do see any of those red indicators, we have to be ready for a fight. So just a good thing to remember. Death also mentioned that the most recent updates to Age of Wonders 4 actually have changed the way that Dark Ritual functions. And I didn't notice that last episode, but if I take a look here, so hovering over this, you can see that it now has cannot be used in water battles, can only be used once per battle. So this is different than before. Previously, I think it had like a 3 or a 4 turn cooldown. And so that's an important thing to remember, that now this is a once per battle, and so it got a bit of a nerf, I guess. Which makes sense. I mean, it was extremely powerful, and it's still a very strong ability, but now it can only be used that one time. You can also see that enemies in a 1 hex radius sustain damage, and so that's another effect that I actually had missed. And that plays into a comment here from Devin Larson. Devin had mentioned that when using Dark Ritual, don't forget that it can also do damage. And so there you can see it. Enemies in a 1 hex radius sustain damage. So although the primary goal of Dark Ritual, I think, would be to try to get those decaying zombies back from the corpses on the battlefield, a secondary effect might be to also try to optimize it so you're doing damage to the enemy. And I kind of missed an opportunity to do that in that last fight. So I appreciate Devin pointing that out. Devin also echoed the same sentiment as Death in regards to those red indicators giving me a heads up when there are enemy forces in the area. Devin also mentioned that I had wondered if they had changed the Bone Golem name over to a Bone Horror, or if my memory was just betraying me. And no, Devin agreed with me that they did actually change the name to more accurately, I guess, reflect the characteristics of the unit. So it's now a Bone Horror instead of a Bone Golem. So big thank you to Death and to Devin Larson for the excellent comments and suggestions. Let's jump into the episode. There's a lot we want to do. Now, one thing for sure is I want to probably grab, I'm just going to see if I can find it here, the one that lets me heal. Here it is, Dark Vigor. I think I've talked about this before, but I really want to get Dark Vigor so that my armies will heal when I'm in hostile domain. And that's especially important given how beat up some of my units are now, as you can see after that last battle. So things are not as ideal. One thing I can do as a bit of a stopgap measure in the meantime is I do have Desecrate Structure ready, which I'm probably going to cast here shortly, but I also have Restore Undead. So this would let me restore 20 hit points of all undead units in a target-friendly army. Of course, this does cost some souls, but I think it might be worth doing, mainly just because we're in a bit of a situation here where our units are in pretty rough shape, and we do need them to still kind of initiate a siege, or at least get things started before we have reinforcements on the way. Now, before I do that, though, let's figure out where would we perhaps want to use our Desecrate Structure spell. I think we used the last one on one of the... Maybe we used it on the... I think it was in the main city here in our Throne Cities area. I don't think it matters where we throw it, because all it does... the node just provides extra mana income, so let's do that. We could probably put it almost anywhere. Targets oh, it has to be on a resource node, that's right. So like the gold vein or something like that. And I think that gold vein is actually the one that we threw it on last time. So we could put it maybe on the haste berries or something like that. That's considered a magic material, but that might still work. You know what? Here, there's a gold vein right here. Let's throw it on there. Perfect. So there's a little bit of extra mana income. Again, every little bit helps, so I'm happy to have that little bit of benefit. Let's see here. We've got Restore Undead. So again, I actually think it would be good to use this just to help out my units that are in kind of rough shape. We should also get Adaptive Armor going. Once per turn, whenever enchanted units sustain non-physical damage, they gain bolstered resistance and status protection. That would help us out a fair bit, I think. So we'll get that one going. But yeah, let's jump down to our stack. Here it is. So I want to try to optimize units that require the most healing. So I think what I'll do is I will move my Dark Knight over here just temporarily. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the spell, Restore Undead, and we're going to throw it on this stack right now. Ooh, the spell is blocked by a spell jammer. Shoot. That's right. Okay, so... You know what? We're going to get rid of this. Yeah, I'd like to abort that. And I get refunded the resources, thank goodness. Well, there you go. So, okay, we definitely need to prioritize getting that upgrade with our Imperium then. That's super critical. So as I mentioned, Adaptive Armor is now finished, so we'll have to pick our new research choice. I guess in the meantime here, let's get Adaptive Armor going. And then really the question now is, I guess, how do we want to proceed? So I think we should advance in towards the Throne City here. I think that's probably our best move. You can see there's another unit. This is a Bronze Golem. Take a look. Ooh, that's an interesting kind of unit design. This is considered a construct. So it's reinforced, it has lightning resistance, it's heartless. Not sure what those mean. Let's see. Reinforced, extra defense against physical attacks, that makes sense. Heartless, minus 50% modifier to morale changes, so it's less impacted by morale changes, and it's considered a polearm unit. So, let's see. Who do we want to jump in with our main stack? So, I think we will probably return our Dark Knight to the main army. And then we can also perhaps take... maybe the Necromancer, who's in really good shape, and send him over. Have him rejoin. I mean, again, we're going to keep this army with Straelak, but we just have to be very careful because there is the potential here that we get into a bit... We bite off more than we can chew and get into a bad situation. Now, if we were to attack here... Oh, yeah, no problem at all. We can engage that battle without issue. So let's do that. We'll do this one. And what's this? Okay, that's that spell jammer, right. And that actually is preventing me from casting global spells, which is pretty interesting. So I can only do them in combat, and when they're in combat, they cost double. Alright, so we want to hit this guy and minimize any damage we're going to take, potentially. So he's I think he's just a melee unit. He is. So in that case, we will just focus then on making sure that we are as ready for this as we can be. Again, we want to move our Warlock over. I don't think he's yet in cursing range for our... No, not quite. So we'll have to wait one more turn. We want to keep our cavalry out of this, probably. So I'm thinking our Night Guard's probably going to be our best bet for this fight. So here's what I'm thinking. We want to move as many of our units in around Straelak probably as... Or actually, group them up so they get the benefit of the buff here. So let's strengthen Undead on our pikemen. You know what? We can even double it up on them if we really were so inclined. And I think that's not a bad idea. There we go. And then let's throw on our big buff here. We've got Mana Unchained. And that's going to provide Starblades and Strengthened. There we go. So that's pretty solid. And then everybody else can, I think, more or less just hang out. We're just going to wait to do our cursing, basically. Alright, so Iron Golem can move on over. We'll keep our Night Guard kind of out of harm's way for the most part. And then we're going to just end it there, let them come to us. Alright, here they come. So Tarin is moving. Interesting, so that unit really didn't do much. So I wonder if they're going to just kind of sit there and wait for us. You know what, we can do this one more time. That's fine. You know what, I can do another restore here. I can throw this on my unit that I'm going to use for the melee fighting. I could even use a spell. I mean, why the heck not? I might as well hit him with something here. Why don't I throw an Ice Shackle on? Actually, even better would be probably a Baneful Curse, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see if we can get that debuff going. Oh yeah, that's big. And we'll wait one more turn. Let's just... I want him to come to me, but he may not. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. So now we can hit him with our curses. So let's start that process. So here's going to be one. Perfect. We're going to follow that up with another one. Oh, excellent. Look at that. Fantastic. And then we should be able to blast him with range damage. Perfect. A magic blast for the kill. Wonderful. Nice and easy. Killing off another unit, getting a few more souls. Sure, why not? Alright, so it looks like there's only two... There's only 2 units guarding the city from what I can see here. We've got Mina Notch, who's a hero. And then we've got Bastion as well. So, you know what? This is probably a great time to start that siege. I mean, it's going to be a tall order, and I think we're going to need additional units. But I think we might as well. I mean, we got... From what I can see here, they don't... Granted, I can't see much beyond this little immediate area, but... At least one hero is required to start the siege. Okay, well, we can do that. Oh, shoot. We can't start it this turn, though, because Straelak is too far away. Well, dang it. Okay, well, we'll have to wait till next turn, I guess. That's kind of unfortunate. We've captured a hero, and we've got the remains. So we have Parsley Notch, Herb Notch, and then is this Mina Notch. So we've got a bunch of different Notch heroes. I wonder if they're all related or something. Let's check out our... I think that's under our hero overview. Yes. So in the prison, we've got a few of these ones here. Again, we're going to hang on to those ones in the prison. But in the crypt, Herb Notch, we can certainly sell those remains. Get a little bit of extra And you know what? Let's even take a look. Maybe we got some items out of that. I should have checked what the hero had prior to doing that. Let's see. Horn of Plenty. All units in the army heal 5 hit points every... Oh, wow. We definitely need that. Let's confirm. Yeah, that would be amazing. Oh, that's a huge upgrade for us. I'm glad I checked that. We've got some additional greaves, heavy armor greaves. These are tier 2. They do slow your movement, though, so I'm going to keep the ones I have. But we've also got a new weapon. Let's see, a crossbow. Yeah, okay, nothing else too exciting there. But yeah, boy, that Horn of Plenty is going to come in handy at the very least. Now, based on that, we might want to even redistribute some of the units in the stack here. Like, for example, the Necromancer might actually want to go back. Maybe we move the Pikeman back in just so we get some healing on him. I mean, that's better than nothing, right? At least he's going to get some health back. We could do the same with our Iron Golem, perhaps. So, no, everybody else in here does need a little bit of health, though, so we'll leave him as is. Right, our stacks over here. Okay, so I think the game plan, we were going to stay kind of in this area, get a little bit of our health back. So maybe we'll wait one more turn, and then we can head out across the water. I think that's going to be a good idea. Now that Sorcerer of Solace is... our vassal, we get the benefit of being in our friendly domain. So here you can see that they are now... And they're also going to help us in war, which is great. War coordination becomes available. So now we're working on bonded vassalage. And that'll happen in 7 turns. We could boost it, but I'm going to save that because, again, I want to get the healing in hostile territory upgrade with Imperium. Now, one big thing that we had last time was the cliffhanger of being able to attack Tarin here. So let's see if we can go underground and take care of that. So here we go. We can actually cruise right over and engage her in battle, which I think would be a good idea because we're actually stronger than she is. We've got this unit here who I don't know if we'll be able to assist, but let's at least do that too. And then we can go here. I don't think this unit's going to help us out, but no, it's quite a little bit out of range. But we should be all right here. Yes, and we can engage the battle. We'll do it manually. And hopefully we'll have a great chance here to put Tarin into the void. And then if we can successfully siege the Throne City, Tarin will probably have respawned by that point, but at least we'll have a good opportunity then to deal with Tarin. So let's see here. Thinking what we're going to want to do is probably strengthen our undead units. So we're going to strengthen our Bone Horror. It's going to take me a while to to not call them Bone Golems. Boy, this Banshee, I maybe should have charged up the Banshee, but that's fine. So the Banshee has Cruel Bolts, and it also has Wail of the Banshee. Okay, so that's one you can kind of throw out there, so if they come a little closer, we can certainly apply that. So we'll wait a turn here then. Just let them come to us. Ooh, there's a summoned unit, okay. That is keeping things a little bit interesting. Now, of course, we can do some spell casting, because why the heck not? So let's see, we've got Soulfire is kind of our main damage-dealing ability. Let's just throw that on. Again, I'm just going to keep doing this until they come and face me, really. That's going to be the goal here. So Raise Undead. You know what, we'll move the Banshee over. We'll just group up a little bit. And we're just going to wait for them. I'm in no rush. They're going to have to come and deal with me, so... Oh, shoot. Okay, that's a pretty strong ability. Ouch. Ooh, and that fire... Oh, yeah, that fire damage is going to hurt me. Well, that wasn't so fun. Now, does this unit run out of turns eventually? Yeah, will disappear at the end of combat. Okay, so I was wondering if it was only a temporary summon or if it's, you know, for the whole battle. And it looks like it's for the whole battle. So in that instance, then we will have to deal with it. So why don't we throw on a Magic Blast here? Very nice. Our Banshee can now use this Wail if we really wanted to. But I think you have to move to where it is. I see. Okay, never mind. Let's just use magic bolts. Nice, good damage there. Our skeleton can get the finish. Perfect. Now we've just got the bastion that's gonna cause us some grief, I'm sure. You know what? I'm gonna move the skeleton up. I'm gonna put my bone horror in behind like this. And again, if I lose a skeleton, I really am not too upset about that. So we'll just keep blasting Tarin in the back. And we're going to end it there. We're going to let this bastion come up to us. Ouch, that burning kind of sucks. Ouch, we're taking a lot of fire damage. That's not ideal. Alright, they're beating us up, but we're holding our own. That's fine. The Necromancer can raise this undead unit, which would be good for us, so let's do that. So we've got our trooper back. We're going to cruise over here and cancel their retaliation. Flank them, that's good. And then our... let's see. This thing can reduce morale, become weakened, inflict decaying. But I think these ones can... let's see, Demolisher, Decaying, Cruel, Soulbound. Yeah, I think it's probably almost better to just use these attacks. I mean, the Inflicting Weaken would be worth, though, probably. Let's see. Yeah, and it still does some damage. You know what, let's do that. Okay, so they resisted it. That's too bad. Game worth a shot. Spellcasting-wise, we'll keep doing Soulfire to Tarin up there. And we will send our skeleton up to attack. And that's going to do it for our turn, so we'll end it there. Oh, we still have units that can act. Who can still act? Oh, this skeleton can. I mean, he could do some damage. He could also just sit in defense. I'm going to have him sit in defense. Now we're ending our turn for real. I forgot that we apply that weaken kind of almost automatically from our debuff there that you see every time being applied. Well, we did lose our skeleton. That's too bad. The good news, though, is we can blast with magic bolts for some heavy damage. Oh, shoot, he kind of resisted a lot of that, but it's all right. And this is a once per battle, so we can't use that any further. Let's go up here, flank him with this. Nice. Hit him for some heavy damage there. And then give him some more business. Very nice. And then we can kill the hero off. Fantastic. You know what? Since we have plenty of mana, let's just do our Ice Shackle and get the kill. There, nice and clean. Excellent. So we did lose one skeleton, but that's a small price to pay for sending Tarin to the Void. Not to mention we now have control of our outpost again, which was being captured there by Tarin. So, alright, let's go back to the surface here. Evil Presence lingers. That's that dragon's lair. You can see it's creeping into my territory, which is quite unpleasant. So it would be great to get rid of that. I just don't know if we're going to be able to. So there, Tarin is now in the Void. Red Fjorn made that Night Guard, which we already have used. So we can choose production. We've got some gold to work with, finally. The Merchant's the Merchant's Guild would help us with gold. Plus 10 gold income per mine, and there's 3 of them. You know what? I'm pretty tempted to do that, mostly just because we've got so many gold mines in this area. The only thing, obviously, is it's not boosted, but I really think that's going to be useful. So as much as that uses a lot of our gold, I think it's worth doing. As I mentioned, I think keeping these guys here one more turn just for that extra healing is going to be worth it. So we will just stay put. And, oh, I forgot about this stack here. They've got some work they could do. Just looking how well guarded that is, I think we'll leave that alone. So we'll grab this stack, and we'll send them down. You know what? It's probably better to have them in friendly territory. They can heal a little bit more. There it is, that Corrupt Soul. So that's pretty good. And then again, these armies, just one more turn of just chilling out to wait. I think that's going to do it for our turn. So we're doing pretty good. Just looking here. So that's pretty cool. I was wondering what this grayed out tile was. Unlocked by building the Wizard Tower item forge. So that's how you eventually end up building items. That's pretty cool. All right, so Silverbridge is still a vassal of... Yeah, it's a vassal of Iska, so I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not too worried about it. I want to go for Iska's throne, but just good to keep that in mind. So, okay, here's that red. Oh, and there's another army of Iska here moving out. Let's see. I wonder how strong they are. There's one over there. Might be even easier if we zoom out. Oh, wow, there's 3 of them. Holy cow. Okay, so we've got a hero leading them. Oh, a whole bunch of necromancers. Ooh, and so another... That's a white witch. Okay, so yeah, we definitely got some units coming at us. We're going to have to make ready the defenses here. We might even have to divert our army over to dealing with this stack, just because they are going to pose a threat to our throne, which is, as of right now, basically undefended. So we're probably going to need to rally our troopers here a little bit. Thank goodness we have that increased mobility from advanced logistics. Oh, this is... Okay, great. So Safe Word is now back to being a tributary rather than a... I believe was previously at a minor tributary. So, oh, this is great. And they'll be a vassal in 10 turns. So, because they don't hate us quite so much, they're actually now gradually gonna improve our relationship with them, and we will get them as a full vassal, which is great. And we can coordinate with them in war. Like, that's fantastic. So we're gonna get more income out of them. We don't have to worry about them defecting. Very, very happy with that. All right, so what else? Adaptive armor's ready to go. Let's engage that here. Very nice. New Empire development skill is available. What would that be? We've got these Materium ones that are lighting up. Oh, it's this one here. Gain 20 casting points and world map casting. Oh, wow. Okay, so you just get 20 extra combat and world map casting points. I mean, again, that's super useful, but right now the one that I absolutely need is Dark Vigor. So we're saving for this, but I definitely wouldn't mind getting this one as well, just to have the extra casting points. In combat, I don't need it quite so much because I'm getting so much back, but I think having the extra world map casting points will definitely come in handy. So we're certainly going to try to pursue that. Tarin has a unit here, an archer moving over. But yeah, let's see if we can engage. Ooh, look at that. Okay, another hero. That's the only problem, is there's going to be more units getting recruited the longer this siege goes on. So let's see, we can engage it. It's going to take 11 turns. Holy cow. We're definitely going to want to add some siege projects to this. Especially there are all kinds of fortifications and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be tough. Let's see, we can add some siege projects. Let's see, break the battlements. Damages the battlement defense structure in the city. No battlements will be present in battle to aid the defenders. Archer battlements. So catapult towers. So this would break the archer battlements, I think. Tower bombardment. Half of the defenders' tower units are destroyed at the start of combat. This would make the units take a bit of damage to start the fight. Sabotage support damages the support defense structure in the city. No support effect will be present to aid the defender in battle. I'm thinking probably break the battlements and maybe tower bombardment. So the tower units. I'm not sure what the tower units are. I'm guessing that would be like maybe the catapult towers. So I think that's probably good. So I think if we do tower bombardment and break battlements, that would be... Yeah, I think that's going to be the best. Beacon of Valor. What's that? All defending units have rally and resurgence strength in combat during a siege. Oh, wow. They get extra strength when they have less health. So this is probably a support thing. So maybe Sabotage support would deal with that. Battlement. Yeah, you know what? I think that's probably less important, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So Sabotage support and Tower Bombardment are probably the ones I'm going to want. So we'll do Tower Bombardment and Sabotage support, and I hope that ends up being what we need. That does speed it up by a couple turns. But for now, that's all we've got. So we're going to just need to keep reinforcing our units here, because presumably Tarin, any other units Tarin has, are going to be brought in to try to assist with this. So I think the goal here is going to be to get this underground army, regroup them, and we're going to bring them above ground. Whoops. I want them to enter, and then what I want... Whoops. There we go. Select them. I want them to go down and join the siege. Now, with Iska's units here, that's the thing I'm a little bit worried about, because, again, none of our areas are well defended at all. As you can see, we've got really nothing in the way of defense here. So we definitely need to deal with them before they get too far away. Dragon's Lair. Okay, that's just warning me again. We have to... Oh, you know what? I forgot to pick our research choice here. Well, shoot, that... So I guess we kind of wasted that turn then. All right, well, we could just grab Enchanted Crow Companion just to get it out of the way. Next tome, 1 research cycle, so... Or, you know what? Ice Coffin would be better. It's Transmuter. That's a Battle Mage unit. Shifts armor from enemies to allies. Petrifies enemies. I'll just grab the Ice Coffin. Alright, that's done. Very nice. And now we can pick a new tome. We'll do that in a minute here. Dim Tur can annex another province. Very nice. Okay, so we almost have the mint done. That's going to be huge for us. I see up here we can do a research post or a conduit if we really wanted. Now what I'm going to do is take a look at what we need for boosting stuff. So the academy, we would need 2 quarries and a forester. We've got 2 quarries. We don't have a forester. Interrogation dungeon, we need 2 farms. That's not going to happen. Masonic Hall, 3 farms. We don't have any, so that's not happening. 3 quarries. Okay. State Hall, 3 foresters. Yeah, so I was going to say adding one of these 2 structures really doesn't do much for me. The thing here, though, is that this province does have a mana node, which is why it's a bit enticing. Let's see what else we've got. Any other ones that have a resource on it? I mean, again, ideally I'd want to boost production, but getting that extra mana income, especially since you can see our mana is a little low, I think would be wise. So I think what I'll do here is I'm actually going to just grab the conduit and just try to really increase my mana income. But let me just double check that one more time. So none of these are boosted by either a... Yeah, I was going to say whether I build the research or the conduit. Let's go conduit. That way we're going to just have that extra mana income, which is pretty helpful. We've really been relying heavily on our casting, so I don't want to lose that. Spells are ready to go, so we've got lots of options here for spell casting. We could continue to desecrate structures just to get that extra mana income. These are our active spells. We could use Blizzard to damage some enemy stacks. We could summon a Snow Spirit or a Corrupt Soul. Gotta think about this for a bit. One thing I need to figure out is, can we make it over there? We can pretty quick, so I think it's probably best to try to engage these units. Boy, they are strong. That's like 2,000 there. That's about 2,700. That's pretty damn... That's pretty good. That's pretty strong. I don't know if we're going to be able to compete with that. We've got about 2,300 here. Yeah, we're going to be almost even with them if we engage. The only problem is I don't think we can use our favorite combat spell here. Let's see if I can find it. The Raise Zombies. Yeah, see, it cannot be used in water battles. So we're going to have to be very careful, because if we engage them, this one pretty much goes out the window. We can't use it to augment our forces the way we typically would. So we're going to have to be very, very careful. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go like this. We're going to stay in our friendly domain. Just like this. This little group's going to join in here. All right, perfect. So now at least we're still getting the health. We're still in our friendly territory, and we're ready to at least see where they go, and we can try to cut them off or help out with any fighting that needs to happen. So I think that's probably the best situation we can hope for there. You know what, I'm just going to move this guy over like that. There we go. Okay, so chapter complete. Pick a new tome. All right, here we go. Tome of the Reaper. This is a tier 4 tome. You know what? I like doing the show me the library here, and let's go down. All right, so we've got Tome of the Reaper or Tome of Oblivion. So now we have to decide between the two. I mean, we're definitely going with the Advanced Shadow tome, so it's just a matter of which one. So let's figure out what the differences are here. So, Tome of the Reaper. Extract souls in brutal fashion and use them to bring undead terrors into the world. Use instant kill effects and ultimate undead synergy. That sounds pretty good. Ooh, we could summon a Reaper. It's a mythic unit that can instantly kill units and empowers your undead. That sounds kind of similar to the... I can't remember the name of the unit, but it was in Age of Wonders 3, and it was kind of the ultimate Necromancer unit that you can get, your tier 4 that you can like summon or whatever. Let's see. So the Reaper, Finger of Death, there it is. Yeah, and so if a non-undead unit dies from the ability, it transforms into a decaying zombie. Oh, wow. And it's a 4-turn cooldown. I think we're definitely going to choose this, but let's see. Harvest population. Target friendly city no longer gains any food income, but it provides soul income. Makes the city a little bit unhappy. Soul siphons. You gain 40 souls at the start of the battle. Gain 6 decaying zombie units on the attacker's side. Wow, that's really powerful. Marked for death. Yeah, despair and then debuffs them. Greater reanimation. Resurrects target non-hero unit. 80% of its total hit points, becomes undead, dies at the end of battle. You know what? It doesn't say that it has to be your own unit, so it could potentially be an enemy unit. That's pretty cool. Let's check out Tome of Oblivion real quick. Powerful magic. Send your enemies into the nothingness of Oblivion. Specialize in inflicting insanity. Summon Living Fog, which is a tier 4 unit. Devouring Void. What's that do? Units passing through or ending their turn on this hex will sustain 30 physical damage. That's pretty nasty. Target, Fog of Insanity. Target friendly city. Any battle in the domain of the city now has the Fog of Insanity battle enchantment, which causes enemies to have a base 20% chance of gaining insanity every turn. Unit is uncontrollable, will attack random units within a certain range. Wow. Ritual of Insomnia. All units have a base 90% chance of becoming stunned for 2 turns. Last 1 world map turn. Yeah, so this one's not bad, but I'm definitely going to go for the Tome of the Reaper. It also gives me greater corpse consumption as a master hero skill. Soul Harvest, so we already have that, and then the extra Shadow Affinity as well. All right, so let's go ahead and select it.
So many waste the divine gift of their souls, merely attempting to bring some semblance of hope to their petty lives. They truly lack vision. What wasted potential? They are unworthy of such an effective source of power. Reapers correct this oversight by rending the spirit, using it to fuel the darkest of arts, and bringing delightful undeath unto the land.
Oh, that was a quote from Melenis the Lifeless, the undead Stormlord. So now the choice here, we've got Summon Reaper. Again, I'd like to have these. They would be super useful for us, I think. See, and they would gain, an elite medal. They become mythic. Oh, and at legend medal, they get killing momentum. Holy cow. These could be really solid. Soul Siphons, that's the Siege project, so a little late for that, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to go for the Summon Reaper. If it'll let me select it. There we go. Okay, great. So we're working on Summon Reaper. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape now. So let's go to our spells real quick here. We want to go to our world map spells. Let's just see what else we might want to do at this point. Again, mana is doing okay now that we've got that extra province, although we have to keep an eye on it. So, you know what? Maybe it'd be best to do the Desecrate structure. Even though it costs us souls, again, it does get us extra mana income. And I think we're going to need it given that we're relying so heavily on it. Just seeing what else would be. I mean, again, summoning more units would also be helpful. They just have that base upkeep that we have to keep in mind. So, yeah, let's do another Desecrate structure. We'll get that going. And then, yeah, I think otherwise that's pretty good for our turn. So we're going to end it there. Just trying to think if there was anything else we wanted to do. Maybe produce some units. I mean, again, we may want to guard our cities a little bit better. Especially given that we've got potentially enemy armies that are going to be attacking us, I imagine, in the relatively near future. Red Fjorn in particular, we're probably going to want some more armies here. So, we could do a Warlock just for the additional weakening effects. I mean, I'm very, very fond of those. The Necromancers are quite a nice unit to have as well. But I think, yeah, let's go with a Warlock here. Let's just get another one going. Those debuffs that they apply are just so powerful. And then again, the siege is going. We need reinforcements, but it's going to be a little bit till we get them there. Let's just see. When does the Rally of the Lieges happen again? The next rally's in 9 turns. Okay. So still nothing too much for now. So we'll end it there. Ooh, let's go see where Iska's going to move. Interesting. Okay, Iska making landfall here in the domain of our ally. I wonder if she's just going to kill off one of these armies here, waiting for combat. So yeah, she's attacking this army right here. It looks like that NPC army. Ooh, is she going to lay siege to our vassal here? Now that's interesting. Let's take a look. Yeah, so that's exactly right. Good news is we've got an army here that can help out. So we are going to... Whoops. I'm just seeing how strong the armies are here. Yeah, so they're still about the same. So we are definitely going to move in to try to assist with that. I don't know if this army will fight, sally out and like fight with us or not. I don't really know, but we're going to try and find out. So we'll wait on that. Let's just see what else we got going on first. Patrolling. The infestation will patrol its domain for the next 3+ turns. All right, so we just got to watch out for that. In the meantime here, yeah, we're going to try to get down there and reinforce our siege of Tarin's throne. You can see, though, Tarin is adding units, and there's Tarin herself now back in her throne city. That's the only unfortunate part about doing that, is that we've, basically added a pretty powerful unit to rejoin the defense of the throne city. But I think with the extra units we're bringing in, we will at least have a decent chance. But I think we may still need to add additional reinforcements. Oh, and we are 3 Imperium shy of that upgrade we need, so that's a bit of a shame. Again, we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that. There's a new skill available. So Tarin has returned. Let's see what's the new one that we have. Oh, we have access to this. Special province improvements grant +5 gold. That's a great way to augment our gold income. So, again, if we can just get some more Imperium going, we'll have plenty of good upgrades to choose. I just need to... Ooh, Iska cast Blizzard on us. Let's see, where? Don't really see where. Whoops. Maybe it was on my vassal, I don't know. Well, in any case, let's get our troops maneuvered in here so we can engage in this fight. So we will go right there, and then this army can also move over there. So now we've got everybody ready. So if we were to engage this battle, let's just see. How would that work? Right, okay, so our ally is not coming along for the ride. We have the stronger combat rating, as you can see, so we should have the advantage here, but again, I mean, you know, anything can happen, and of course, we have our spell casting, but we don't know exactly what Iska's bringing to the table for spells either. So we do have to be careful here. I see we've got one of our Whispering Stones back. I wonder why. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe that came back from our ally once it became our vassal. I'll have to check that. Yeah, so let's do this one manually. This is going to be a pretty major battle here. Again, this is one of those ones that's kind of a, you really got to win it. So let's see what happens here. This is going to be a tough one, I think. Okay, there's some strengthening going on. So again, the big thing for us is just going to be trying to take advantage of our spell casting as much as possible. We've got a decent amount of souls to work with here, so we definitely can use a couple of our spells if necessary. The ones that require souls, that is. So let's just pan over here. So again, we've got some tier 2 like mounted archers, it looks like. Kind of a mixed bag of units here. Nothing super scary. Again, we have a lot of necromancers, so we're going to want to try and kill those off if we can. The hero over here, Og the Hawk, Fire Breath, summon Spider Monarch. Wow, summons a random tier 4 spider for 3 turns. And then a Spider Egg summons a random tier 1 spider. Thankfully, these are once per battles, so but we're going to have to watch out for that. Alright, now, for our armies, we do want to probably group up just a little bit. Thinking would be smart. So, I'm just looking at the terrain here. So, really, there isn't a whole lot we can take advantage of terrain-wise in terms of, like, trying to kind of funnel them into our units or anything like that. So, I think what we'll just do is we can use these rocks a little bit, maybe. So let's get our Night Guard kind of over here. And we want probably another kind of up-front melee unit. You know what? This Spell Shield will do the trick. Go right here. Warlock can fall in behind, get that defensive tactics going. Necromancer's going to step up and strengthen here. There we go. Our other Warlock can move in behind as well. Lesser Snow Spirit can kind of help guard. And we might as well put our hero, you know, kind of up, not necessarily up front, but at least close enough. We can throw a Restore on, perhaps, just to give our unit that's going to be... Oh, you know what? Actually, let's get the Corrupt Soul over here. And we can throw that Restore on there so that this Corrupt Soul is actually a usable unit this fight. Try to improve the health a little bit. Okay, so that stack's more or less dealt with. Alright, now over here, I'm going to kind of move over a little bit, I think. Kind of like this. I want my units to be a little bit closer together. Warlock's going to cruise over this way. We've got our full Snow Spirit here. And then we've got Sereth. And next turn, Sereth is going to summon the Elemental, I think. So, we'll come over this way. Bone Horror can move out front. Corrupt Soul like this. And then don't forget about that Corrupt Soul over there. It can move in this way. And I think that's going to about do it. This unit can also maybe just kind of move up and hide in the woods there a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think that's pretty good. So we'll end it there. We'll see what happens. I mean, I know we're going to take some punishment. We're probably going to lose at least some of our units. The question, though, and the thing we got to really try to do is just make sure we minimize losses so that we're still an effective fighting force. Okay, so there's that summon of those spiders, as I mentioned. What we really need to avoid is just taking a ton of damage and then, you know, being in a bad situation as a result. So, all right, spell time. And I'm talking about, like, if we're successful in winning the battle, we don't want to end up, you know, worse off in terms of now we've got all these units that are damaged and we can't really do much with them. Yeah, we could really hit a lot of units right here, which would be pretty good. What about over on this side? Oh, same thing. We can really do some work. Definitely don't hate that. Kind of blasting, but let me see. Where's that hero again? I just got to find him. That's Tog right there. I would like to at least start whittling on the hero if I can. That's going to hit 4 units. This is going to hit 5 units if I go right here. I like that. Let's, this is just softening them up a bit. Yeah, there we go. And again, they can come to us. I'm not too fussed about that. Our cavalry can just back up slightly, and then we will summon our elemental. See what we get. Okay, nice. Another snow spirit. So you know what? I'm going to even move my snow spirit up to kind of try to entice them into maybe attacking. I'm going to kind of advance my units slightly here. I want my warlock advancing. There we go. Corrupt soul. You know what? This snow spirit can also move up with that army. I think over here we're fine. We've got our pretty strong units over on this side of things. I think we're going to be okay. We've got those 2 warlocks as well, so plenty of debuff capability. We have that 1 necromancer. We still can't do another strengthen undead, so we'll have to wait. We don't have any other we don't have any other hero abilities that are going to help us at this moment there. Sereth did her thing by summoning that unit. So I think we will wait and let them keep coming. Again, I want them to close the distance here. All right, let's see what Iska's going to do. Ooh, looks like we got hit there with... Oh, wow, blinked in behind us. Okay. Oh, wow, that fire breath. That's pretty nasty. Holy, that really hurt us. Yikes, those mounted archers are nasty. Thankfully, we've got some pikemen, but boy, you can see they do a pretty good amount of damage there. Definitely got to watch out for that. Okay. Hitting us with some support unit attacks, battle mages. They are poor bone horror. Keep wanting to say bone golem, but our bone horror is getting kind of beat up. And the combat summons going at each other there. Okay, a little more damage coming our way. Ooh. Doing a pretty good job weathering the storm, though. Alright, our turn. Now it's time to counterattack here. So let's see what we can do. So our big boy, unfortunately, can't use his freezing phase. We can just straight up one-shot this Warhound, though. Yeah, let's just do that. Well, 2-shot, but still in one set of attacks at least. Getting our Night Guard out there to deal with these archer pikeman units would probably be a good thing. So, I'm going to do that. Just have to be cautious because I don't want to leave them kind of high and dry. We got our Sundering Curses. Let's just see what we're fighting here. Skeleton, Necromancer, White Witch, Houndmaster. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw one on here, on that Lifebringer in the back. I think that's what that unit's called. Lightbringer, excuse me. And then this one's going to throw it onto that mounted archer there. Our Corrupt Soul could... That's our hero. Just seeing what our options are for different choices here. We could Demon Step right in there. I just don't want my hero getting, you know, annihilated or anything like that. But with a combination... Oh, yeah. Night Guard's going to step up and just annihilate the cavalry. Very good. We got the Spell Shield here, who does have Stunning Flash. What does that do? Oh, nice. Okay. What does it do? Let's see. Stunned. Base 60% chance of inflicting stun for a single turn. That could be useful. Definitely don't hate that idea. Let's get up there and throw it on. Let's see what happens. Okay. No spirit can smack this animal here. Nice, and then we should be able to get the kill with our Corrupt Soul, yes. Fantastic. Necromancer could perhaps assist us or do a strengthen. You know what? I wouldn't mind maybe throwing that on my hero. And then I can Demon Step my hero in there. Would hurt my own units too, so I have to watch out for that. But we could Demon Step in like this. Nice. And then start smacking the heck out of these guys. You know what? Let's light up this Necromancer for some damage here. Again, I'm a little worried about my hero getting kind of beat up, but I think it'll be fine. All right, Snow Spirit. Now it's over here. Okay, so we got this hero in behind us now. We could just go hero on hero, which I think is probably going to be the right choice. This Corrupt Soul could move down to assist us as well. I definitely don't hate going in behind there if we can. We're going to get 2 melee strikes in here. Pretty decent. 3 from that. Do have to worry about the defense, though, up front. So, I wonder if we kill this Vampire Spider Hatchling, if it leaves a corpse that we can revive. That would be something to find out here, because right now we could raise a single zombie. Be nice if we could kill this Spider Hatchling and get another corpse out of the deal. Be pretty darn useful, I think. The Warlock could curse the hero. Could curse a lot of units, actually, whichever. Just not sure what would be the right choice. You know what? Let's do it up here. Kind of what we did with the other one there. So then that almost gets us the kill. Yeah, let's cruise over here. Do some big damage, get some regen going. That's pretty solid. Corrupt Soul could step up and get the finish. I don't hate that. Let's do that. There's a unit taken care of at least. Now, as I mentioned, it would be ideal if we could... Oh, look at our cavalry just doing extreme amounts of damage. We just have to be careful we don't want to lose them. That's the big thing. Not to mention, we still got to deal with this hero who I keep kind of ignoring in the back. Snow Spirit could blast him. Oh, you know what? We've got Freezing Phase. What does that do? So that teleports. It does like an AoE attack, it looks like. Yeah, so damage to adjacent enemy units has a base chance to freeze. Could come in handy, I guess. Could park him out here and attack those spiders. The other option here is, now, is it close enough? Can we... Yeah, we can do both. You know what? I don't mind this. We get 2 zombies out of it. Let's do it. Nice. Okay, there we go. That's 2 more units we can kind of just deal with here. I wouldn't mind even just throwing the zombie in there as a bit of a distraction, quite frankly. Just to kind of hold up some of these units in the back here. So what do we got? Fury, that's an archer. Wouldn't mind hitting the archer for some damage. Let's go and do that. Again, even just to kind of act as a bit of a distraction or a deterrent right now, I'm pretty okay with. And then no spirit. You know what? We can step up here and then get the finish. Oh, we can't quite get the finish. Well, shoot. I was thinking that would work, but I guess not. All right, well, we'll do it anyway. Now this guy, again, let's just blast this hero for some damage here. Sneak in behind, flank him. Give him the business right here. Nice, that lifesteal really coming in handy. The big guy can do a lot of damage. You know what? Our cavalry can do a lot of damage here. Let's just get in and try and get the kill if we can. Nice work. Okay. Bone Horror is going to be a unit that we're going to throw in, I think, as a... I don't want to say disposable, but we're going to sacrifice the unit. Kind of left my Warlock exposed unintentionally. So let's get out there, do some work. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, we're going to end the turn there, I think. Yeah, I wish I had actually gotten the kill on that hero. That's too bad. Like I said, though, I am glad that I at least got a couple of zombies just to help me out. Oof. Oh, there. It looks like Iska used that. Ooh, domination. Okay, well, that just took our unit from us, so we've got to now try and get control of that unit back if we can. Okay, our skeleton that's come out of the corpse of our Bone Horror is now dead. Taking some punishment. Our zombie doing its thing. Acting as a distraction. Ooh, look at that. Using our own trick against us, of course. Zombie on zombie action. Okay. Our hero getting attacked, or, well, no, doing an attack of opportunity, it looks like. Oh, our unit that got captured from us there. Hitting our hero for some damage. Another attack of opportunity there from our hero. Ooh, look at that. There's another summon. Again, these necromancers are quite a pain to deal with just because they can do that. You can see just how effective these zombies are in combat. And they're basically entirely expendable, which is, you know, ideal. Alright, so at least we took out their hero. That's a big deal. So now the question is... what do we do here? Well, we gotta kill this Lightbringer thing. Definitely gotta take it out. Now, the only thing is, does it have that thing where it can survive with does it have Steadfast or whatever? I seem to recall it has something like that, but maybe not. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I think we'll use... Yeah, let's go over here. Hit him for some big damage. That's very nice. We can deal with this side of things, too, maybe before we go get too invested. Oh, yeah, let's get the kill right here. Perfect. Snow Spirit. Necromancer definitely needs to die. How are our... Yeah, our Night Guard is doing okay. I think between the two of them here, they should be able to get the finish here. The skeleton. Okay, and then, yeah, there's the kill here. Very nice. White Witch is still kind of a problem. Again, I'd like to get rid of this Necromancer, so I'm going to charge over here and deal with them. Pretty good. We can use our Snow Spirit as well to assist. Kind of come over and... Maybe we can even go over one more. There, that's a flank. We missed. Now, our units need to help, so let's see. We got a 65% chance of getting that kill. Let's hope it happens. Excellent. And that frees up now. Yes, our Warlock is now able to rejoin the fight here, which we desperately need. We got a unit in the back there that's in pretty rough shape, so maybe we could... Let's see, what is that? Is that one of those archers? Oh, it's a Pathfinder. Who cares? That's a scout, I'm pretty sure. Now, this guy is a combat summon. We could definitely try and use him to the fullest here. Maybe do this and try and tie up as many of these units in the back as we can. Definitely don't hate that idea. Nice, there we go. And then, let's see, we've got Necromancer, Necromancer, and a Fury. Alright, let's go for the Fury. Pretty good. These decaying zombies definitely need to die. Be good to get rid of. This Necromancer still has Raise Undead, and it's probably going to try and use it on the corpse of the hero there, so I think it would be good to try to probably get rid of the Necromancer if we can. Let's see what would be best. The other option, of course, is we try and send our Necromancer over. Oh, yes, maybe we do that. I actually don't mind that. Let's go here. Oh, you can't. Why can't you do that? Friendly undead corpse. Non-undead corpse is raised as a decaying zombie. Interesting, but you can't use it. Apparently you can't use it on a hero. Huh. Oh, non-undead, but Tog the Hawk is probably considered undead. I'm guessing that's what it is. I don't know that for sure, but that would make some sense. Alright, back to the action here then. So, Sereth can do some work. Sereth's a little beat up, so we do have to be kind of careful. Again, our pikemen here can do a couple of different things. Don't mind them just, like, going after that zombie. Suppose they could also come over this way and help, but I think this side's pretty much okay. It's kind of the bigger problem is over here now, so let's see, we can move up into the foliage. Oh yeah, let's blast the zombies. Soften them up a little bit. Still not quite the kill there. Oh, this will get the kill. Alright, let's do that. There, that's great. It opens things up a little more for our Night Guard to get involved here. You know what, we could even just cruise right on in there and throw on a defense mode. Warlock's going to step back and probably just let them have it here, I think. Could really mess up the, or at least do some work there. We could mess up this Necromancer a bit. Like I said, I'm just worried about them reviving that hero, and if we do raise zombies... Oh, that one would work there. Okay, that's interesting. So, you know what? I'm going to do this just so they can't bring the hero back. I mean, that's a bit of a waste because it's just the one unit, but there we go. So now we've got the decaying zombie. And you know what? Let's send the zombie back in there to get that kill. Nice. Okay, so now we can blast this guy. Put some work on him. There we go. Sereth could charge in. Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, she's going to take some damage, but I don't think it'll be catastrophic. Although, you know what? It might be better to have her stay back and just do the magic missile. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the magic missile. Keep her back just a little bit. The corrupt soul, however, could get in there. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll throw the corrupt soul up in the meat grinder. And then our cavalry, who I completely forgot about until just now, can charge over. Blast this necromancer for some good damage. Now, our necromancer, who I inappropriately moved over, we're gonna hang on to Raise Undead because we may need it for our own unit. And then we're gonna end the turn. Alright, so far I think we're doing not terrible. Okay, our combat summon just vanished. Oh, there goes our poor Lesser Snow Spirit. Okay, there's that combat summon that was used on the Pathfinder, which is an odd choice. Coming in. Ooh, they're flanking my Corrupt Souls. That's not ideal. Ouch, ganging up on the Corrupt Souls, I guess. Can we retaliate? Oh, no retaliation, of course. I was going to say retaliation would get us the kill there and turn him into that skeleton. Okay, we're just soaking up some damage. Oh, nice. Died of decaying. Alright, that's fine by me. There's the skeleton that comes from his corpse. Alright, so we've got a couple of options here. Okay, we want to get rid of the Necromancer for sure. You know what, let's start over here, because this is the area that's a little more... Still the White Witch, we still got the Necromancer. Can't quite kill the Necromancer, unfortunately. We could travel before using it, though, to try to increase our damage output. Oh, dang, but... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, shoot. Let's get a sprint. There we go, that's better. Okay, because I do want to actually hit this unit. There we go. And yeah, I don't hate just finishing that unit off, honestly. The spell shield's kind of in rough shape at the moment. You know what? The spell shield can step on down and get the kill here. Yeah, that's not bad. Night Guard can go tie up the War Shaman, maybe. And then our Corrupt Soul can deal with the White Witch. I definitely don't hate that. War Shaman's pretty tanky, so... over here, what can we hit with our Curse? Not a whole lot. We can hit this skeleton, though. Alternatively, we could hit the White Witch. I think it's probably better to hit the skeleton, though. There. Necromancer, we can just move over to try to help, so we'll figure that out after. Corrupt Soul here, let's get in there and flank this White Witch. Do some good damage. Yeah, so I'm thinking we park our... Let's just see if we wanted to bring any more zombies back. Okay, not... There's just single ones right now, so we have to do some more damage first. Our zombie can almost get the kill here. Not quite. Probably better to do a flank shot, though. Let's see if we can get rid of this Necromancer. That would be ideal, as we've talked about here. Sereth can move in and get the finish there. Perfect. Our Warlock can blast here. Pretty good. And then, nice, we can get the finish with the Corrupt Soul. Excellent. Now, if we wanted to do the raised zombies, we got 3 here in a row. But I don't think we necessarily need it at this point. Do some work here. That lifesteal is really useful. We could get the kill there. We could help out. This Necromancer's already done its Raise Undead, so that's less of a worry for me. Everybody else over here has done its thing. We've got our cavalry that can help. It's amazing that this Pathfinder won't die from the cavalry hitting it, but... like I said, here we could charge in and kill that warrior. I think we'll go this way, though. Let's hit that Pathfinder, get it out of defense mode. You know what? I don't mind doing this and just tying up the Necromancer a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Corrupt Soul, meanwhile, can just go one-on-one with the skeletons. Get some regen going, that's good. Warlock here could throw... Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this. Well, that's too bad. I should have thrown that curse on first, but that's fine. Necromancer, I guess, can advance forward here and just assist with some damage. Now it's spellcasting time if we're so inclined, which I think I will do. Really aren't any units left in groups other than kind of over here. You know what? Let's kill this archer in the back. And then we'll end it there. Alright, I think we more or less have this one on lock. Let's just see what kind of comes of this last little bit. We might lose that, yeah, that spell shield or whatever. Yeah, that's too bad. I think we got that unit through the Rally of the Lieges, if I remember right. And because it's not undead, it kind of doesn't synergize as well with a lot of my abilities, so I'm not too upset at the loss there. Okay, so taking some damage, but we're still okay. And not too bad there, all things considered. Let's get our zombie on the kill here if we want. Yeah, there, that's pretty good. Very good. And then I think it'd probably be good to charge in and just do a big heavy attack on this unit. The back there, that necromancer. There we go. That's really good. We can blast here for some heavy damage if we really wanted. So let's do that. There we go. This necromancer definitely needs to die, so let's try and make that happen if we can. You know what? We can even teleport over first and then melee strike. Yeah, there, that's pretty solid. Corrupt Soul should be able to move over and at least get very close to a kill. Won't quite get all the way there, but very close. On this side of things, our remaining units should be able to work together to finish off what's left here. So we will step over, hit him twice for some damage. Very nice. Yeah, let's just step right on up. Start letting them have it. Hero can either get the kill there or there. I think I'll go grab the kill over far away first. Warlock here, not really able to do a ton. Why don't we go up here with the Warlock and just help out? Like that. Okay, now this Warlock does have the Sundering Curse we can throw on. And then our Corrupt Soul can step on over and assist. And our Night Guard can move in and get the finish. Enemy is fleeing. Do you wish to claim victory? No, I don't. I actually want to finish them off completely. Sereth can cruise over here. I think that's going to do it. Now, let's see. We've still got some spell casting. Why not? Ice Shackles we could use. Well, you know what? This unit's going to just get killed when it tries to run, so I think we're okay there. We'll end it. Let's just see what they do here. Okay, so that one's just trying to run straight up, so we can just finish him off here. Snow Spirit getting the kill. And then over on this side of things, our Warlock can throw that Sundering Curse. And that should be game. Or battle, I should say. Nice, okay, so we lost a handful of units. We lost our Snow Spirit, Lesser Snow Spirit, I should say, our Bone Horror, and our Spell Shield, as well as another Lesser Snow Spirit, but we kept everybody else. Got some good promotions here for a few of our units and some level ups with our heroes, including getting Umzish up to level 8. So, and most importantly, I mean, we defended our city here. We, you know, that makes a big difference for us. Why can't we boost Allegiance? A Whispering Stone must be assigned in order to boost Allegiance. Okay, well, we'll definitely want to give them back the Whispering Stone then. Not sure why that got taken away. Maybe during the siege that got taken away or something. I don't really know. But yeah, the good news is we gave it back to them. We'll have them up to that bonded vassalage in 9 turns, which is great. Message received. Oh, interesting. This war of ours is tiresome, Straelak. Sometimes I wonder if it would be better to end it. No, because I'm very close to potentially eliminating Tarin, so I'm going to keep it going. Again, because we're doing a good job here with the siege right on the doorstep, so we're bringing in reinforcements as well. I still think we might need a little bit more muscle just because we're not quite that strong, but I think with what we've got, we're going to be able to do some damage. Oh, interesting. I didn't see this. So Tarin's got more units over here. Oh, or excuse me, Iska has more units over here. And look, there's Iska herself. Man, Summon Spider Monarch. Okay, so Iska has that ability as well. Man, like, it's just like everywhere I turn, there's more. She's sending more troops over. So now I got to try and get over there, I think, is the big play. So let's go like this. go like this, and then we'll send one corrupt soul in to join. Oh, you know what? We can't quite... That's a bit of a mistake on my part. What I'll do, though, to fix that is... I'll move this one over. And then we can add this one in here. And this one's just going to follow in right behind. So the idea here being we want to get over and kill off Iska before she's able to do anything else. And then we can try and go back down to her throne city, perhaps. We have Desecrate Structure ready, so let's just take care of this, and then I think we'll end the episode. But we can desecrate something else in our domain here. Yeah, let's do this one. Just a little bit more mana income. Forndusk has that Scholars Guild. Dimtur has the Mint. Redfjorn can annex another province. Okay, well, we'll save that for next time. I think this is a pretty solid place to leave it right now. So again, good things happening over here with Iska. We're kind of playing defense, but you know, it's not too bad because we've been really doing a lot of good work, getting some good kills. And then we've got Tarin really on the ropes over here. And we've got reinforcements coming in to assist with the siege, but I think we're going to need a little bit more. So all in all, pretty happy with how it's playing out at this point. So we'll just zoom out, take a look. So there's kind of the state of things at the moment. So now we're going to save it. I'm going to call this one First Series, Episode 17. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.